So today I'm going to be making a tabs story. I'm gonna have different civilizations, growing, falling, rebellions, and I'm gonna try my best to record it all on video. So here we have. It's gonna follow a country. Here we have the tribal times there, and magic does exist in this world, by the way. So here we have the tribal times. We have the people. They're going. They've developed structure to their hunting, like forms, to hunt herds of mammoths. And their special fighting type is leader in the front, stoners on the side of the leader, clubbers in the middle, and then spear throwers behind and a little bit on the outside. That's what they do to hunt herds of mammoths. Let's see if it works. Okay, after that failure, the people go in and start to devise a new plan. They say, well, if we can't defeat a herd of mammoths, what if we try and defeat just one and change our formation? So they develop a spear, like a spear shape, where they have projectile throwers spear throwers in front, stoners behind them, clubbers in the middle. That's not a clubber. Clubbers in the middle. And then the new ones that they've developed. One with a shield in the front of all the spear throwers. Because they just invented shields to protect themselves against the mammoth's charges. And they decided to lure the mammoths away from the group and into smaller and more separated, so that it's easier to attack them. Let's see if it works. So with this humbling defeat, they have decided to change their plans. They use the same technique with luring the mammoths out into different smaller areas, but lure them one by one out by themselves. And they've discovered magic. They've discovered a magical way to control bones. And so they use them in a reverse spear formation. so that the mammoth's charges don't hit as many people out. So like there's less people behind, so that instead of more people up front, so that like it'll only be able to hit part of the people up front. You get what I'm saying? So they developed that formation and used their new shields in front of the reverse sphere in hopes that this will help them defeat the mammoth that they've reared to be by itself, so that they can get food, of course. With the defeat, they figure if a complex formation doesn't work, why not just try and overwhelm them with numbers? And so develop the clubbing squadrons, or this technique where they have the clubbers up front to overwhelm them, make it to where they can't defeat them as easily, and like distract them from the real threats, the spear throwers, which are all behind the clubbers. This new technique proved to be very successful against the mammoths. So they used that for a while and but then they developed agriculture and realized some of the things that they went to war with, or that they ate and went farming with, also could work for defeating some of the mammoths that they need to hunt. And so they created the farming squadron with still using their clubbers up front technique and their spear throwers in the back, but this time with the farming quadrant in between them. But in this time when they learned farming, they also learned how to tame some of the mammoths, and are using some of the tamed mammoths to help hunt the wild ones. It is obviously very effective because, obvious, there are mammoths and a ton of things versus one mammoth. But as they overhunt, the mammoths go extinct. The mammoths go extinct, but they do learn but they have developed a new part of their culture and new weapons, and better shields. This new part of their culture is an occasional sparring match where there will be where two people when the king dies, there's a tournament between everybody who wants to become the new king or queen or leader, chieftain I should say, of their tribe, where there's a tournament between them, and the last one standing gets to become the leader. as you can see, that one very much wanted to be the leader. Later on in the future, they learn how to tame crows, and they create the Scarecrow faction to spy on enemy tribes, which those enemy tribes discovered those enemy tribes discovered farming potions recently. But the Scarecrows, they believe, will be able to defeat the potion throwers. I don't think it's the potion throwers. They believe we'll be able to defeat the potion throwers. That was just a demonstration of the Scarecrow's power. Here is the Scarecrow proving that it can defeat a potion seller. The Scarecrow wins. They then make an alliance with that tribe, and the tribe gives them potion sellers, or like the knowledge on how to make potions. But then tragedy strikes. The other tribe that they had just made alliances with got attacked by Viking raiders. These Viking raiders had more power. They had ice archers and ice archers, brawlers, berserkers, marls. Causing the other tribes to be wiped out. Our original tribe here, filled with rage, sends out their strongest army. But this time, they have new recruits, such as the Scarecrows that they've developed, and the potion sellers that the knowledge was given to them by the old tribe that got destroyed by the raiders. Our main tribe here, of course, very easily wins due to the fact that they sent out their strongest army. But they decide, but after to destroy them. But to destroy their armies, forcing the Vikings to retreat. But as they were fighting them, they noticed how the Jarl could create ice walls, and researched and discovered that technology for themselves. And they noticed how the ice archers' arrows were quite magical. But instead of using this to make ice archers, they combined this with some of their potion, with some of their bone magic and the crow summoners. They combined those three to create a new type of person, the Valkyries. They had been given wings by the combination of these magics. After a while passed, they give up on their tournaments to become the king and queen, but not completely. Instead, they're sparring matches that don't end in death anymore, and instead ends when one person gives up, causing them to have more of a culture against giving up, and having a culture that is high valued for trying your hardest until you fail. Because if you don't give up, you have a higher likelihood of becoming king or queen. They develop a new multi-layered system for their armies, where they have the Jarls and the Valkyries, the Clubbers, the Bone Mages, the Jarls and the Valkyries, Spear Throwers, the Farmers, and then more Spear Throwers after that. And they invent the wheelbarrow that can be used for farming most of the time, but then realized it could also be used for war, because most of their war things are based on farming, so they had to try it, of course. Because the pumpkin advanced to extinction, they have to find a new source of food. They travel far and wide, they can't find it. So they decide to farm a completely vegetable and berry diet. And they find pumpkins and develop pumpkin catapults that they then use alongside the Jarls, Valkyries. But they discover some vampires living nearby. And the vampires assume they're be attacked, and perhaps hungry. The vampires are attack them from the sides. This doesn't because vampires they are trying
inside it all.